Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29 back again for another DC comic review. And for this DC comic review, we are back to Robert Venditti's World of Krypton. And I must admit, as things get closer towards the end, into the second last issue, it's time to move into the reading for the cover. So does this cover in any way, shape or form connect to something that's happening inside the story? Sure enough it does, to which I give the cover a 7 out of 10. I'll now go to showing some of the internal art around the beginning, middle and end of the story, as well as seeing some of the things that are happening inside of the story. And I'll give the rating for that starting now. So jumping into some of the art around the beginning of the story, one thing I really like about some of this art is that even though it doesn't have any word bubbles, we do actually get a lot of action as to what's happening here. So we've got the House of Zod basically becoming a little bit totalitarian on the planet, and with that he's also doing something as well with the citizens. As we start to jump towards the middle of the story, we return back to things that are happening in the House of El with Jor-El and Lara, and of course with the baby bump on the way. Lara is looking for what things might be suitable for the baby to come. Jumping towards the end, we have a member of the House of El confronting Zod in what he has done. And whilst this is happening, Lara has gone and she decided to look into one of the maps as to where to send the last son of Krypton. So for the internal art, I gave it a 7 out of 10. Now it's time to jump towards the story and what I think for its rating. So first things first, did we get any references to any of the previous issues in this run? No, we didn't, though it would not hurt to include it. Time. Now, one thing that this really needs is a countdown timer as to when Krypton's last days are going to go boom. And that's the only thing that's missing right now. In fact, it would have been really nice to see it at the beginning of the story, but there's a possibility that it might be left for the end of the story. We did get a bit of an indication as to how long Jor-El has known, amongst other things. Moving into the location, we didn't get a lot in reference to locations on Krypton this time around. We still are on Krypton, but it would have been a little bit nicer to sort of like point or have a clear idea as to where a lot of the things were happening. Moving into the cast of characters, we had Zod, we had Krypto, we had Lara, Jor-El, and of course a young Kara-El. For the overall story rating, I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. So until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day. And just one more issue away, and this will be the last of this series to be reviewed on the channel. So until then, have yourself an awesome day, and let's keep it colourful.